Hey y'all, welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. Today, I'm going to show you how to start your very own backyard orchard for under 50 bucks, even in warm climates like zones 9 and 10. It is absolutely possible because most of the fruit trees on my property didn't come from expensive nurseries. They came from clearance racks, big box stores, neighbors, smart shopping. So I'm going to tell you why you don't need those expensive trees some of these channels are showing you. Most people think you need a $60 or $120 tree to start an orchard. And that's just not true. Fruit trees are tougher than people think. Even my fig tree right over here, for example, the one I bought for about $13 because it looked half dead. Guys, that fig tree by itself, I got a whole video on it. It's coming back to life now after a little pruning and fertilizer. As long as a tree has green under the bark, it's got potential. This is what I did as far as finding almost all of them. Here's that fig, by the way. Look at that growth. Isn't that crazy? So anyway, you want to look at your clearance sections, right? At Lowe's, Home Depot, the clearance racks, Walmart, the garden center, they've got great markdowns. End of season sales right now in the middle of November is actually perfect to find clearance trees, late summer, early fall. And you can also find local nurseries closing out their stock. You're looking for trees that aren't going to be attractive, honestly. They've got leaves chewed up, they're leaning, they've got broken branches, or they just simply look a little sad because guess what? They bounce back. Like these bananas here. We're in the cooler months, so they're not looking so pretty right now, and that's okay. It's par for the course. It's perfectly normal. How do you fix said sad clearance trees? Well, what I did the moment I bring them home, a clearance tree, you want to quickly prune any dead tips, cut back to where the wood is green. You want to check the roots. If it's root bound, that is not a end all for plants. A lot of people like to say, oh, if it's root bound, it's ruined. No, loosen them. You just got to pull it apart with your fingers. That's all you do. You know, if it's not root bound, leave it alone. It's fine. You want to plant it with a mulch ring like I've got over here, like you guys can see. And you know how we do it here. We put cardboard down first, then we compost, and then we put in the wood chips, right? You're going to feed them lightly. A little citrus fertilizer. I got some on everything over there in the main orchard. You want to use a handful of slow release balanced fertilizer if you don't have citrus. You know, this fig, you got that $12, $13 fig. You got a $15 Meyer lemon over there as well. The peach trees, you know, they all bounce back this exact way. I'm telling you right now, I thought those peach trees were dead as a doorknob. They just weren't coming in. They weren't fruit. Excuse me, not fruiting, but they weren't showing any green. All three of them now. Lots of life. I'm going to tell you the best trees to start with if you're building a backyard or front yard, like my case. We have our goats and stuff on the backyard, so I don't want them chewing on all this. That's why I got this hot wire back here that's very low, just enough to get them off. One time was really enough, honestly. So these are the trees that grow fast, and you can do it on a budget. Loquats, peaches, figs, mulberries. I've got the dwarf variety, lemons, or any citrus. Honestly, I've got tangerines over there too. Barbados cherries. We were blessed to get the Jamaican cherry tree right there from a neighbor for free. Ask around. Those are beginner friendly in zones 9 and 10, and you don't need years of babying them. Let me break it down. Clearance fruit trees, again, 10 to 20 bucks each. Bag of compost, if you don't have your own at home, $4. Mulch or wood chips, free from tree company. Seriously, call around. It's free. They will do it for free because they actually have to pay to dump it somewhere. Cardboard, free. I know you guys are getting your Amazon deliveries every day. I'm kidding. Maybe. A little fertilizer, if you're paying for it, maybe $3. Boom, you're growing fruit at that point. If you've been wanting a backyard orchard, but you absolutely thought you couldn't afford it, you can. You're looking at someone who started with clearance trees and a handful of compost. Bananas are the same way. Just get 1 or 2. These pups come in on the side of them. I got a whole video on bananas. You can separate the pups as they grow and grow them down the line like we did right here. That's a little bonus for you for those. Clearance trees, a handful of compost. Next thing you know, you got your peaches, citrus, loquats, and figs growing like here in 10A. If you learned anything today, hit that like button. Subscribe for new videos every week. Leave a comment telling me which fruit tree you're starting with.